You plan to visit Ho Chi Minh City, also known as Saigon in Vietnam, and you don't know where to go and what to do, well then that video is for you. Hi guys, it's Pierre, and in that video I'm gonna give you a complete 2 days itinerary in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Alright guys, let's start with two icons of the city, the central post office of Saigon and the cathedral of Saigon, which is actually under renovation. But here what it looks like before renovation and what it will looks like probably after the renovation. Here's the side where they have already done the renovation. You can see the bricks are more bright. Now let's go to the central post office built during Indochina when the French occupied Vietnam. And you can clearly see it's a French style building. Inside it's still a post office, but you also find shops that sell souvenirs. Then don't forget to look up to have a look at the maps painted on each side. Here that's South Vietnam, and there it's Saigon and its surrounding in 1892. And finally, here's a metal frame designed by Gustave Eiffel. Yes, the same guy who did the Eiffel Tower, but the architect of the post office is Alfred Foulou. Next on the list, the War Museum. But here, be ready, it's clearly not fun. It's actually very sad, but it's a must-do in Saigon to learn about the history of Vietnam. First of all, it will cost you 40,000 dong to enter the museum. It's open every day from 7:30 AM to 5:30 PM. On the outside part of the museum, you will see many tanks, aircraft, and they also display some bomb shell used during the war. Inside the building, you have many rooms where there are a lot of wars pictures, and some are shocking. Be ready. You can also see many guns and other weapons used during this terrible war. Really, this museum is very interesting, but it's also very sad. Very sad. Another historical place to visit in Saigon, this is the Independence Palace. It's also related to the Vietnam War, but clearly not as sad as the museum, the War Museum. The entrance fee is also 40,000 dong, and it's open from 8 AM to 3:30 PM. Outside, you can see the kind of tank that breaks the fence of the Independence Palace on the 30th of April 1975. And inside, you can visit countless of rooms like meeting rooms, the apartment of the president at that time, the big kitchen, and the massive bunker where you can find communication rooms among other rooms. Don't miss on the top of the building the mark where that helicopter dropped 2 bombs on the palace in 1975. All the war and sad stuff, okay, that's enough. And now it's time to lunch. And for lunch, I take you to somewhere which is a must try, really a must try. This is banh mi Nguyen Hoa. Banh mi, what is a banh mi? It's a Vietnamese sandwich. And where I take you, this is the best in town, and it's simply huge. Look at that, it's huge. You do it for 3 days after that. It's insane. Banh mi Nguyen Hoa is located in the District 1 at 26 Lê Thi Rang Street. Here, it's a must-try banh mi. For me, it's the best in Vietnam, clearly. When you buy a banh mi, they also give you a plastic glove because you will have to do some work. For whatever reason, they don't put the vegetable in the sandwich. You have to fill it yourself or not if you don't want to put the veggies. But well, me, I love it, so I put everything inside, and here what it looks like when it's full. And then you just have to enjoy. So good. So good. Now, if like me, you eat like a pig, don't worry, they also give you a wet towel. Before to continue, you must know something, that Banh mi Nguyen Hoa is a takeaway shop. So to sit and eat, I go inside this small street, where you can find that small street vendor. It's only 100 meters away from the banh mi shop. Then, of course, if you sit there, you have to buy something. And that day, I choose an orange juice. Alright, we keep visiting Saigon, but we take it easy, we go slowly just to give you time to digest this massive Vietnamese sandwich. And for that, I take you to the 75th floor of the landmark 81 for an amazing view on the city. Let me show you, let me explain to you. The landmark 81 is that tower in the middle. It's the tallest building of Vietnam. It's 461 meters high. When you come to the landmark 81, you've got 2 options. The first option is to go up to the observation deck, from where you've got an amazing 360 degrees view on the city. It costs 300,000 dong. But the second option that I'm gonna show you is to go up to the 75th floor at Blank Lounge. Blank Lounge is a cafe from where you get a 260 degrees view on the city. But here the deal is, you just have to get a drink, to buy a drink to get access to this view. So for example, I get a cappuccino, which cost me 180,000 dong, but from there we got a nice place to chill and get a drink, and a nice view. So really, it's a good deal. Let me show you. As you can see from that coffee shop, you have a very nice view on the city. So order yourself a drink and then you can sit and enjoy it. After that, you can walk around to have a look at the view of the city from each side of the coffee shop. And my personal favorite place to sit and have my drink is here at the terrace. I mean, look at that 180 degrees view that you get from here. It's insane. I love it. And you are facing the city center. You can't do better than this. Next stop, Tadin Church, also called Pink Church. It's easy to guess why. And inside, it's pink too. But that day, it was closed, so you have to come to see it yourself. Opposite at the Pink Church, we got a coffee shop named Con Cafe. From there, at the second floor, we got a balcony, a terrace, from which you got an amazing view on the Pink Church. And here, you can enjoy the coconut coffee. It's so good. So I know you're gonna say, oh, but we already have coffee at Blank Lounge. Well, at Blank Lounge, if you don't want to drink coffee, if you want to drink something else, you can, like this, you drink whatever you want at Blank Lounge. And then here at Con Cafe, with a view on the Pink Church, you try the coconut coffee. Near Con Cafe, you've got a park, and here it's good to have a stroll for 10, 15, 20 minutes just to burn some calories, because after that we're gonna go for dinner. So we prepare for it. Well, when I say we prepare for it, this is me French speaking in English. I mean, we are getting ready for it. We are burning those calories that we're gonna eat. So we're burning calories before dinner. Like this, we can smash our stomach. And so, welcome to Notre-Dame Park, a small green cocoon in the middle of the concrete jungle where it feels good to have a walk, to sit and chill, or look at the locals doing their workout. And by the way, you can do the same if you want. Not far from Notre-Dame Park, just 5-minute walk in a small street, let's go to Pho Ngu to eat the famous Vietnamese noodle, pho. Here, it's a small shop, nothing fancy, but trust me, it's good. I mean, look at that. It looks so yummy. And so I've picked their signature pho with a ton of vegetable, and I also try another Vietnamese dish because here they sell more than just noodle soup. After dinner, for the first evening, I let you free to enjoy the city or go to bed and reload your batteries for day 2. Second day, and let's start very softly at a coffee shop, because coffee in Vietnam, it's a must try. You must know that Vietnam is the second producer of coffee in the whole world. For this morning, I choose Cafe Lin. It's a coffee that I love in a city, and I'll show you why. Here, Cafe Lin, located in District 1. It's a popular coffee shop, especially at night. Yes, at night. To enjoy your coffee, you can either sit outside or do like me and go up to sit at the balcony. Then here's the room at the ground floor. And that room is the first floor from where you access the balcony. Now let's talk coffee. And here it's really not bad at all. And because it's hot, I choose a black iced coffee. Typical Saigon. You will see, this morning we take it easy. So after coffee, let's head to Ben Thanh Market. And it's only 200 meters from the coffee shop. You just have to walk from the street named Nguyen An Ninh, something like that. You can read from the video. And then you are at the Ben Thanh Market. Here you can buy many things, souvenirs, clothes, blah 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 blah. You can even eat some street food. So it's a nice place, let me show you. Now, talking about walking, you might have to cross the road, and in Vietnam, it can be pretty crazy, especially if there is no traffic light, like here. So to cross the road, walk slowly and at the same pace. Don't run, don't stop, and don't step back. If you respect those rules, you will arrive on the other side in one piece. This being said, here Ben Thanh Market, a place for everyone. Inside is what we can call a Vietnamese bazaar. The tourists will find everything they want, from souvenir, like a lot of souvenirs, to fake clothes. Again, a lot of fake stuff here. You can also buy some Vietnamese tea or coffee or other yummy things from Vietnam. Then, as I mentioned, you can also eat at Ben Thanh Market. You will find a big selection of Vietnamese dishes freshly cooked. It's a bit more expensive than on the street, but still very affordable. Now here on this side, it's where the Vietnamese come to do their groceries. That part is a wet market. And look, there is even a vendor that sells crushed ice. So cool. Next on the list, the waterbus. It's a public transport, but it's mainly used for tourism. The departure will be from the pier in District 1 called Bac Dang Station, over there. The price of one trip is 50,000 dong per person, but we can also do the return trip, so the total is 30,000 dong per person. It takes a bit less than 2 hours to do the go and back trip. 2 hours spent enjoying the view on Saigon from the boat. And my advice is to get a seat in row I. The letter I. This is the best place to enjoy the view. Now, don't worry if it's taken. After departure, you can walk around to enjoy the view from each side of the boat. At the beginning, you will see the building from the District 1, then you will pass close to the landmark 81, and once out of the city center, you will see the nature side of Saigon. There is Lingdong Station. It's here that you will off the boat to catch a return boat. And finally, I recommend you to buy your ticket the day before to make sure you have the spot at the time you choose. On that second day, I take you for lunch in that small alley located 158 Pasteur Street. Here we go to Secret Garden. It's a Vietnamese restaurant, and to reach it you will have to climb up 4th floor, and don't be fooled by your first impression. Trust me, it's nice up there. And tada! Welcome to Secret Garden. It's a covered rooftop restaurant with a good atmosphere and where they cook delicious Vietnamese food. After a pretty chill morning and a good lunch, let's restart to explore the city. And I'll take you somewhere where not many tourists come. It's not a well-known place, but it's beautiful. It's a must-see. Then this place is named Thousands of Buddha, and you're gonna understand why. The temple occupied an old building that is 4 floors high. Here's the ground floor. It's nice, but nothing special to be honest. First floor still look nice, but you can find this in many temples. The second floor also has nothing special, but be patient, we're getting there. Third floor, well, it's just the ceiling of the second floor, because the second floor is a high ceiling room, so it takes room of the third floor. So now let's go up for the last but not least 4th floor. And here the unbelievable and stunning 4th floor with its 10,000 Buddhas, and to confirm it I spent 6.5 days counting it one by one. No, I'm joking, I didn't do that. I prefer to believe them. I mean, look at all the walls filled with tiny Buddhas. It must be 10,000 of it. Second stop of the afternoon, Ba Tian Hao Temple, located in District 5. It's a popular Chinese temple and it was to visit. Here's something I love, it's all those incense hooked up on a line. It's stunning. For your information, this temple and the previous one are free to visit, but you are welcome to donate a little something. Then don't forget to look up to have a look at the terracotta statue. Don't miss it. Guys, there is something you need to know. I love cocktails, I love heights. So now, let's go to the 18th floor of the Liberty Central Tower for an amazing view on the center of Saigon at the sky bar named above. If I bring you up there, it's because from here you have an amazing view on the CBD of Saigon, but also on the Opera House, the landmark 81, the City Hall, and much more. Now, good to know, from 5 to 7 p.m. you have the happy hour, which is buy a cocktail to get one for free. And the other cool thing is the happy hour matched with the sunset time. That's a bonus. After, stay a bit to see the city lighting up. It's beautiful. Last dinner of that itinerary, and let's head to Nha Hang Ngong, another nice restaurant where they serve good Vietnamese food. You're gonna love it. To end that trip in Ho Chi Minh City, let's go for a walk at Nguyen Rue Street, which starts at the City Hall and ends at the River Walk. Here you can pass by the Opera House, stop at the coffee apartment for a drink, and enjoy the street performers. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. I hope it will be useful for your next trip in Saigon, Vietnam. And now, if you don't want to miss anything, don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next one.